Nerd Reactor, roll out.
What's up, Reactorites? John here, and it's time to talk about scary stories to tell in the dark. And it's a creepy film, and it's able to adapt, some of the stories from the source material into a cohesive story in this movie with the characters, and each character has their own little horror moment that's based off the short stories. And I think fans of the books will get a kick out of this. The book's meant for kids, and back then you're reading these stories, you get scared, and your imagination runs wild. While if you try to adapt that in the movie, of course it's going to feel a bit tamer, especially with the PG-13 rating. But I think the PG-13 rating is really appropriate for this material, especially since it's meant for children. And some children to grow up, they're still scarred for life from reading those books. And watching the movie, you get to see things come to life. But of course, nothing is going to be able to compare to the books, just because your imagination is running wild. Especially with the pictures, the images, the artwork from the books. It's just those are like scary, scary images, and I think they're able to capture some of that in the movie. But just seeing it come close, there's like a certain scene featuring this big lady with the black hair, and it's pretty creepy. And I think they did a really good job with some of the stuff capturing the essence of what these stories are about, and trying to put the story into these characters, because the movie is about these kids, and they go to this creepy house, and they take the book, and the book belongs to this this dead person, and now the dead person, the ghost, is wreaking havoc to the kids. And yeah, the ghost likes to write books, and these stories, they come to life, and each person that's part of that journey where they're taking the book, they're going to be the victims, they're going to be affected, and they all have to, the group has to figure out how to save each other. And that's how the movie is able to adapt those random stories into those kids' their own stories. And it's like it's coming to life, and they get to experience whatever it is that's in some of the books. For example, the toe, the kid eating the toe, so you get to see that adapted on the screen. And as for the kids, I enjoy the kids. Like most of them are likable, and you're rooting for them. And it's you got the loser kids. They're getting picked on. You got the jocks, and the jocks are the bad guys. So there are cliches. Aside from that, I still enjoyed the performances from the main characters, the main kids. And it's kind of interesting just to see where they're going with this. Was I scared? There are certain scenes that are creepy. It does rely a lot on the CG to make these creatures really creepy. And there are some scenes where you're all, okay, what's going on? But this is still PG-13. The movie is creepy. There are certain scenes where I'm like, oh no, I do not want to be in that situation. But I was never really scared, unlike other PG-13 films like The Ring. That one's probably one of the top scary PG-13 films out there. But I still recommend this if you're a fan of the books. Don't expect to be, horrified like what you've read when you were a kid. Still read those. And even if you read them now, they're kind of tame and they're really short. Your stuff when you were a kid, it's just creepier than what it is now. If you're expecting something really scary, you may not find it in this film. But there are certain things that fans will enjoy, and it's just, I think it's for the fans, and maybe for the horror fans that want to watch something that's PG-13. Just check it out. And I was still enjoying the movie. It's still entertaining, but don't expect anything like truly shocking or horrific. So with that said, I'm John, and I'll see you guys next time.